This is Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, sweeps to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks the third tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, sweeps down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
The San Francisco 49ers. We can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew. And, guys, this is going to be a fun episode, man. Guys, the moment we have all been waiting for, the 49ers finally go out there and they reach down in that bag of draft picks and they make some moves. They shake things up a little bit. I'm going to break all of that down here. I'm going to give you guys my personal thoughts on the player that they've acquired. Some things that I've noticed about him, some things that I haven't noticed about him, and just how I think he's going to affect this team overall. But before we do, I have to get into some formalities, all right? The formalities are very, very important, okay? Scrolling across the bottom of your first instructions of the episode. If this is your first time here on the YouTube page and you enjoy the show, you enjoy the energy, you enjoy the presentation, please do me a favor. One, drop a bomb on it. And by bomb, I mean hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all of your notifications so you know exactly when we are going live. Right now, this is going to be tricky, right? I know there are a ton of 49ers content creators that are live right now in this very moment. So I apologize. If you guys didn't get a chance to catch this one live, you can still like the video. Come on back, like the video, leave a comment, let me know, hey, Mike, I came back, all right? I appreciate that. Give us a follow on some of our social media platforms. Let's start with Snapchat and X. Those handles are nothing but 9ERS. That is nothing but the number 9ERS. And then we have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch, and those handles are a variation of Nothing But Niners. That is spelled all the way out. No numbers in there anywhere. And last but certainly not least, guys, get on over here. I got a special show coming to you guys tomorrow, first on patreon.com/NB9ERS. It is a fantastic game day experience. This week I plan on going to the game, but have no fear. My girls are going to be here, and they're going to hold us down again. I'm going to be checking in live from the actual game. I'll be taking over the screen and showing you guys some key moments over there. So head on over to patreon.com/NB9ERS, $5 tier and higher, or just purchase the episode on Sundays or whatever the game day is if you can't catch it in your local network, okay? Now, guys, I am Mike Andrews 83. That is my X handle, so you guys please feel free to follow me there. All right. But we do have some news to discuss. All right. The latest rumors and updates concerning your San Francisco 49ers. We're going to first start with a rumor that has been floating around. First, before we do, let me add all you guys to the chat, man. First and foremost, shout out to everybody out there in the chat right now. My beautiful, beautiful people out there. I see you guys all out there. Stephen Fox was the first person in the chat. I see you out there. He says, who is Keion White? And is he any good? I promise you I'm going to get to that, big dog. I promise you that. Flow Right Plumbing Services. Flow Right. Oh, I get it. Flow Right. Because the pipes got I get it. I like that. All right, free promo right here. You guys look up my man, Flow Right Plumbing Services. Get there. Cool little avatar. Shout out to my man. He says, "Sup, Mike and my Niner fan." Man, listen, we hope you are doing well out there. Hope everybody else is out there doing well as well. And Niner Faithful, he says here, is Pharaoh coming back here? Pretty much done deal too. I see that Niner Cali boy is in the building. Boots is in the building. The Niner fan, 007, I believe that was, right? Kevin is in the building, man. Long time no see, Kev, man. My man's been rocking with me for years over there, so I appreciate you guys, man, for real, for real. All right, but the first rumor that we want to go ahead and discuss, and it goes back to what Niner Faithful said here or asked here, is Farrell coming back here? Pretty much done deal too. Yes, that is what I'm hearing right now. That is what I read online. Let me not make it sound like a source called me and said, hey, Mike, I don't. No. Source days are done. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not reaching out. I don't want any side help, any scoops or nothing like that. I'm just here to talk about what I've seen and what I've heard. Clelin Ferrell, former 49er, former Raider, whatever, he is supposed to be coming back. He worked out with the team today along with a couple of other defensive linemen, and he seems to have gotten what he needs done. The Niners read him over. They scanned him. They put him inside their little machines and everything, and after the scans were all done, he pops out, bing, like an easy bake oven cookie, ready to go. So the Niners are reportedly going to sign Clelin Ferrell. How long of a deal? Oh, no. But it is somebody that can come in and help on a banged up and depleted 49ers defensive line, okay? We heard from Kyle Shanahan. Obviously, there were some more injuries to this defensive line after this game. It was like, all right, we got Nick Bosa. Then Nick Bosa goes down very early in the season. And it's like, oh, man, that really hurt. It's okay. We got Huff. Let's go Huff. And then Huff goes down right after Nick Bosa. And it was like, oh, boy, man, like this is, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel. And then it's like, okay, all right, well, Sam O has been stepping up. Sam, he's been doing his thing, and we got Sam O, and Sam says, yeah, nah, we don't have him either. And so it's like every edge rusher that we get ready to champion and get ready to rally behind and show our support to, they just can't hold up. They can't handle the pressure. Are we putting too much pressure on these guys? Can they feel us out there, Faithful? Can they feel what we're putting on their shoulders, man? I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it. But here's some solutions, man. The first one right here is Clelin Ferrell is reportedly coming back to the 49ers. So let's make some noise for that. Let's go ahead and bring him back. That's a rumor. That's a report. So you get a half a second applause there, okay? But the news, the big news that you all have been waiting for, man. The 49ers have gone out there and they've done something, y'all. Scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now. 49ers called up New England. They say, hey, guys, we need some help. Can somebody help me, please? Mama, please. Please help us, please. And the Niners make the phone call, and they go out there and get defensive end, former second-round pick, Keion White, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. Let's go. Keion White is now officially a San Francisco 49er. The Patriots were busy. The Patriots were quite busy, and this was happening a while. This was happening. Did I say Nick Martin? Oh wait, never mind. Okay. This was happening. This was in the works for a couple of weeks, and the Patriots didn't pull the trigger last week. However, they knew that they were going to be trading him to someone. They knew that he was gone. That's why he didn't play last week. He was a healthy scratch this last week. I actually have his breakdown of games missed. Okay, so I'm not going to go back to his college days. That's not nice. But he did have a nasty ankle injury in his college days. All right, but excuse me. I got my nose is itching here. Sorry about that. This is not some forced. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. He missed one game in his rookie season. All right. But last year, there was the ankle that was bugging him from college again. And then later on, it was a knee a couple games later. All right. But he didn't miss any games because of it. Just showed up on the injury report. Then he missed week 2 with an illness. That's this year. All right. This season, he missed week 2 with an illness. All right. So he's sick. Oh, man. I don't know what's going on with me. Ugh. Is it the sinuses? Is it? I don't know what's happening, coach, but I don't feel good. Boom. He misses week 2. Week 3 comes. He's still sick. Doesn't practice in full the whole week. However, he plays week 3. All right. Now, this is the big one. This is the one that was concerning to me. He did miss week 6 with an elbow injury, and I don't know why. I was trying to find some more information on that. I don't really know what happened or the status update of that. All right. But he missed week 6 with an elbow injury. But he was healthy enough to come back and play. So he comes back week 7. he plays, and then last week he doesn't play. No injury designation or nothing like that. He just straight up doesn't play. I was like, huh. Well, that's pretty interesting. Why didn't he play last week? Was the elbow back and bothering him? I didn't see that being the case. Was it something else going on? Like, what is it? So I do some digging, and it turns out that not only was he inactive last week, but so was the Patriots' strong safety, Kyle Duggar. Well, Mike, why are you talking about Kyle Duggar? I'll tell you guys, because Kyle Duggar was traded to the Steelers today also. So the Patriots took their assets that belong to other teams. Remember we discussed this, right? When players belong to other teams, they do this thing where, what is happening here? Sorry, guys. My work phone is ringing here for some reason, and it shouldn't be. I'll find out what's going on, though. But, yeah, so, all right. I can't pause live. Give me 1 second here, guys. I apologize about this. Sorry. Let me see what's going on, and then I promise you guys, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I do apologize about that. Some work stuff going on. All right, so the 49ers make the trade for Keion White. The Steelers make the trade for safety Kyle Duggar, neither of whom were active last week in the Week 8 game. So the Patriots were protecting those assets, protecting the other team's assets, the future assets, okay? Now, here's the best part about the 49ers. If you guys go back and you watch the last couple of minutes where I was talking to Zach about, how the Niners should acquire somebody, I said maybe it won't cost us a pick. It'll be more of a swap of a pick, Maybe we get a fifth and give a fourth type of thing. Well, that's exactly what the Niners did here. We got a player and a seventh, and we gave them a sixth-round pick. We got him for basically nothing. He's got another year left on his deal. He's going to come in here and be hopefully a productive player for the 49ers, all right? That's what I'm hoping for. Now, what does productive mean? What does this guy look like? And that is the question that all faithful are out there are asking themselves right now, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. This guy doesn't have a bunch of stats to pound your chest about, right? He's got 6 career sacks, right? And it depends on what website you go to. They start talking about the pressures and all that stuff, and I'm not gonna get into all that stuff. But here's what I like about this young man, all right? This guy is 6'5", and he plays anywhere between 280 and 290, okay? Coming out of college, he does his combine, boom, 30 bench press. He goes to the pro day, 38 on the bench. Wow, like just, right? Check out his RAS score, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you guys got to see this. I love the RAS. It speaks purely to athleticism. Just athleticism and size here. Let me turn off the comments so it's not on top of it here. All right, a 9.91 RAS score overall. Guys, a perfect score is 10, okay? Height, whatever, weight, really, really bad. All right, but look at the bench, 30. Again, this was combine numbers. This is not what he did at his pro day. Pro day, it's completely different. He did 38 pro day, all right? Look at that vertical, huh? Look at the broad jump. Look at the 40-yard dash, 4.79. Look at the 20-yard split and the 10-yard split. There are a lot of people out there that are saying, like, bro, this guy he's pretty athletic. What does he do well? All right, well, it depends on who you're asking, right? If you ask me, what I like about him is his run ability, all right? I like watching this guy against the run. I think he's a good guy who can stop the run. He's good against the rush. And he does have some pass rushing ability, but I think he's better against the run than he is against the pass. Now, that could be because of the scheme. All right. So I'm going to start with his weaknesses, and then we're gonna break it down from there. Okay. Now check this out. Too often allows blockers into his pads, upsetting his balance and taking him out of the play. Okay. Keep that in mind. I'm going to come back to that and how that's going to be different when he comes here. All right. Raw as an edge rusher, gets pressure with athletic skills alone. Will need to develop his pass rushing moves to dominate at the next level. Right now, all he has is a spin move. Now, that, again, this is coming into college, coming into the NFL. All right. He's an overage prospect. He'll be 24 years old on draft day. While he moves well laterally, he doesn't always get there in pursuit and can take poor angles. Again, I want you guys to remember these negatives. I'm starting with the negatives for a very, very specific reason. Hands are strong but unrefined. While most of his measurables are off the scales, his arm length, a huge detriment of pass rushing success, is only average. All right, so those were his negatives, right? Allows blockers to get into his pads. That's what good blockers are supposed to do. That upsets the balance, obviously, right? Raw as an edge rusher, only has a spin move. Okay. They talk about his age. Well, I don't care about that. That's negative nor positive, but that's what they put on here, right? He moves well laterally, but doesn't always get there in pursuit and can take poor angles. Okay, now they're talking about as a pass rusher here. All right, hands are strong but unrefined. All right, so I go back and I look at the New England tape, and I see him lining up as a defensive tackle a lot. I see him lining up right over the tackle's shoulder, not in wide nine. He's likely to be lining up in wide nine here. Well, what difference does that make? Well, wide nine is going to define the angle for him, right? Like this is going to make this guy not have to worry about where he's going and how he's going to get there. You're out wide. You got one direction to that quarterback. You got to get there. The angle is already predetermined for you. How's that speed? By the way, some of the positives about this guy, he got up to 21 miles an hour. Imagine somebody 285 pounds running 21 miles an hour. No, somebody get the bus and try to stop him. Like, get a public transportation bus and try to stop that. I'm not trying to stop anybody that's 285 pounds, 6'5", running at me at 21 miles an hour. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? All right? So, no, I don't want to hear that. All right? I think that the negatives will all be hidden by this system. Right? He's got a phenomenal motor. You know what? Let me read some of the positives. Let me read some of the positives that they have here. Powerful, large, club-like hands, violent and extreme. Well, who talks about violent hands? Sounds like something that Chris Kosaric would be screaming at the top of his lung, right? Has the speed to track backs sideline to sideline. Remember, I told you guys that I like him against the run. Impressive for a player his size. I like him against the run. I like his motor, all right? White has excellent flexibility to bend the edge and shows a good closing burst. Tall frame, solid with adequate length, and has done a nice job losing the bad weight and firming his body. All right, again, his weight is going all over the place, right? In college, he was tight end, 265, and and went to Old Dominion at 265, where he had 19 tackles for loss and all that stuff, and then he balloons up to almost 300 pounds, and he's back down to 280. Then he's playing at 285. So he's all over the place. He's doing all this stuff. He's all over the place. Okay. Let's keep going here, though. Let's keep going here. Has a lethal spin move, and the pure speed to close quickly. I think I read that one. White has an excellent feel for working off blockers and knowing how and when to counter as the play goes on. He has a high motor play. He's a high motor player and shows good enough hand usage as well as a tight spin move to win as an edge rusher. Well, what's the problem with how can you not, like, what happens if you're trying to spin and you're lined up tight and you're not out wide? You could clog a rushing lane for somebody else. You could spin your way out of a play. But if you're coming from the wide nine and you're spinning, you're only going to, you can't mess that up because you're making that tackle or tight end come out wide to you. So you got space to spin inside or out. If you're lining up tight, then you can't really do the same thing because you could be spinning into a guard. You could be spinning into your defensive tackle. It depends on, which way you're going, right? You could be spinning into a tight end. I like this. I like this fit for the 49ers. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to talk about how good he's going to be or how bad he's going to be. That's not for me to say. I like this prospect coming to the 49ers. I like this guy who wasn't a fit in New England coming here to San Francisco. The same way that we were like, oh, man, look at what Huff did in this system before. And then he went out and flamed out in Philadelphia. He comes back here, and Huff was having some success. And boy, do we need the help right now. Boy, do we need the help, right? I mean, we had no pressures, no sacks, all game long. I don't care what the stats say. Stroud had all day back there in that pocket. All day. It was the worst showing I've seen the 49ers go out and put on film in a very, very, very long time. And look, I get it every week. It's a new set of players out there every single week. I get it. I do understand. But it was ugly. It was not acceptable. I don't want to see that all the time. I want to see us get better. I want to see us improve. I think a guy like this can come in and absolutely make a difference for the 49ers. All right? Now, again, what I like about this doesn't stop the Niners from making other trades, right? The Niners have the same amount of draft picks in the 2026 draft as they did when they made this move, right? I love that the swap of picks will give you a 6th if you give us a 7th and him. You don't want him. You don't want him. This guy's been a healthy scratch twice this year. You don't want him. Now, maybe one of those times because we said, hey, after this game, we hook us up, right? Like give us. I think that's what happened. I do. I really do think that's what happened. And so this doesn't stop the Niners from making another move. And they need some more help. They need some more help. Guys, did you guys hear about Jair Brown's? Did you hear about his allowed passer rating in this game against the Texans? It was a perfect 158.3. Do you know how, like, when I'm sitting around saying I hate our safeties and coverage, that's what I'm talking about. And is it possible that it would have been better if we got some pass rush? Yeah, maybe, sure. But cover, right? I think the Niners should be looking for a safety. I do. I don't know. So I like this move for Keion White. I really do, guys. I think that this is more about a fit, not about the player, not about the stats. I told you guys, players don't bring stats with them. Don't look for that. You can't look for that, right? People, we should go out and get this running back. We should get that running back. Those guys don't travel with their stats. The past is the past. It doesn't matter. How do they fit? Because if the stats mattered, we would not have gone out there and got Huff. It's about the system. It's about the scheme. It's about what they can do. Can they plug into this system and work for us? And I think White can. I think he can. All right? So that's what I liked about the Keion White trade. All right? Is there anything I didn't like about it? No. No, not at all. Not at all. This guy's motor, look, Terry Dome was talking about he's looking at his highlights now. Good movement, good hustle, looks strong and can play. This is, talk about looking at his highlights and all that stuff. I picked a random game and put it on. Right? There was this game against hold on. I think I actually wrote it down. Where is it? Hold on here. I said a guy. This is the note I put. I didn't put the specific game. A guy of momentum. When he's on, he's on. Once he figures out a guy that he's lining up over in the game, his confidence shoots through the roof, and it shows. And it shows. Oh, it was the Jets game. Aaron Rodgers, third quarter, take overtime. Take overtime. Was a pain in Aaron Rodgers' ass that whole third and fourth quarter. That I think he got 2 sacks in the second half. I think. Maybe not. Maybe he only got 1. He was all over Aaron Rodgers, though. I'm talking like Nick Bosa all over the Saints that year, where Nick Bosa had no sacks, but it was one of my favorite Nick Bosa performances, right? Like, that's how he looked in that second half. It's like he figured something out. But again, the Jets were moving him. I mean, the Patriots were moving him from the edge to tackle. They keep moving him around. And maybe that'll be beneficial here too, because they like to do that. I would love for us to let a guy become a master of something instead of jack of all trades. That's just me personally. I would just like to. I know you have to have versatility in the NFL because nothing is guaranteed and you got to do what you need to do. I understand that. I get it. But dude, what? Like, let somebody go out there and just get good at one thing, and then we can ask them to do other stuff later on. Let them master something first. But the guy shows versatility. He's got a motor, man. Does not quit on plays except when he's exhausted, because I'm sure Terradome is watching now. You're going to see some plays that he makes. Pay attention to the quarter. Pay attention to the quarter. You'll see after he makes a play, he's going to stand up and put his hands on those hips. My man gets tired quick. He gets tired quick. He needs to go somewhere where he can become a part of a rotation. Right now, the rotation for the 49ers is depleted. But if you're adding a Cleveland Farrell, and if you're getting a Bryce Huff back next week, not this week coming up, but the week after, and then you're putting him in the mix. And maybe there's another move on the horizon. I don't know, but maybe the Niners are finding somebody else out there, right? Does YGM come back later on? You know? Like, we got to figure something out. Something else can happen. Someone else can come back, you know? And this is the kind of guy that you want to see out there. He's got huge 10-inch hands, and he puts him up. He gets him up in the air. He gets those mitts up. You guys have heard me talk about loving how a defensive lineman knows he's not going to get there. If you know you're not going to get there and that quarterback is looking in your direction, put them hands up. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wild in the place to be. Like, that's what we need to see. Put your hands up, man. Like, that's what it is. That's what I want to see. He does that also. Man. So, sack master, absolutely not. Was he misused in New England? I think so. I think this system can absolutely be beneficial to him. All right? So, boom. That's my breakdown on the defensive end, Keion White. One more time, round of applause for the Niners going out there and getting it done. Not breaking the bank for this young man. You know? He's not the youngest 3-year prospect I've ever seen at all. Again, he was 24 at the time of the draft. He's 26 years old right now. His birthday, I mean, look, like, we got another year on his contract, so we get him for this year, and we got him for next year. This is only his 3rd year. We got him for next year also, and this is what Kyle Shanahan was talking about. Now, if you guys remember the presser, hey, Kyle, does it matter if you go out and get a guy? Is it only for a 1-year rental? And he was like, yeah, I mean, it does. I'm not going to lie to you. I prefer it not be that. I don't want it to be a 1-year thing. Let's see if this guy can develop into something. Maybe he's somebody we look to extend in the middle of the season next year if he's any good, if he shows that he can come in there and help us out a lot. I love that about this team. Again, this is exactly what Zach and I were talking about on the last episode when we were going over things with the with 49ers Hive, you know? That's, you know, let me see. Can I share this with you guys? Here, listen to this. This is what Zach and I were talking about on the last episode. All right, right after the 49ers loss. Let me change my speed. I listen to everything sped up like Alvin and the Chipmunks. So how do I go back to 1.0? Normal. All right, let's see if this is it. Here we go. Listen to this. Check this out. All right. Hey, look at that. Look at that handsome devil right there. Oh, and I'm up there too. But oh wait, I don't have to make that noise. I actually have that here. All right. Check this out. Just hear this out. We can go out and maybe make some trades that don't really require giving up draft picks, but maybe swapping draft picks, right? Like Derek Barnett is a rotational piece, but a really good guy, right? Like who's good against the run and has some pass rush moves. He had him coming out of college. He looked good at certain times with the Eagles, right? Like he's a depth player on what team is he on right now?
Isn't he on the Texans?
Is it the Texans? Yeah, I was gonna say, is
maybe.
it Derek Barnett? No, he was drafted by the Eagles.
I think he's on the Texans. I think he's on the Texans.
Yeah, yep, he's with the Texans, right? But like he's just a depth piece, right? What if we say, hey, we'll take your 6th and we'll give you a 5th, right? Well, we don't lose a pick, but we just exchange some things around. Mm-hmm. What if we can go and get 2 or 3 guys that way? And that's what I wanted you guys to hear. And that's exactly what the Niners did in this situation. It's exactly what we did in this situation, right? We said, hey, let's go and find somebody that can fit not just one thing either, right? Don't just give me a pass rusher. Don't just give me a run stopper. I think this guy is better against the run than he is against the pass. But if he's not being double teamed against the pass, he could give you something. I think this guy can give you something. It's really, really exciting to me. So that's what I want to share with you guys. Shout out to my man Zach for even bringing up the trade thing, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was a little what's the word I want to use? I was upset, obviously, about the game and the way that we lost. It's one thing to lose a football game. It's another thing to like go out there and just straight up be embarrassed. I think that the Niners put terrible, terrible film out there. I don't think that they did themselves any favors at all, right? Like this was just straight up ugly. It was straight up ugly. And it was downright embarrassing. If I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, it was downright embarrassing. And I think that the team knows this. I think that the team knows that, you know, it wasn't a good showing on any side of the ball. All right. So normally I do this on Patreon first, and I bring it to you guys here on the YouTube. But what I'm going to do right now is we are going to go over Kyle Shanahan's presser from yesterday. All right, we're going to go over his presser from yesterday where he talks about some of the injuries and how serious they were. All right. We're gonna see what the head coach had to say about the injuries to the team. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going here. The trade talks are over. If you guys have any questions about the trade, please pop them into the chat. I'll try to answer whatever questions you guys have. I do not have PFF. Don't ask me how this guy is rated. I couldn't possibly care less what his ratings and rankings were like from PFF. So please, like, you know, it's not a shot. Today's Tuesday? Today's Tuesday the 28th. Yesterday was the 27th. Did I download the wrong audio? All right. Let me see what we got here, guys. Question is, can he stay healthy? Again, I went over his injuries already. For this year in particular, he missed week 2 with an illness. All right. He battled through said illness. He wasn't a full participant in week 3. However, he did play in that game. And then he missed week 6 with an elbow injury. That is concerning to me. He returned week 7, but he didn't play last week along with Kyle Duggar, and both of them were traded. So I think both of those guys were healthy scratches because the Patriots knew that they were going to trade him. If your asset gets hurt, no one's going to trade for him. So I think that they just sat him out. I don't think that was injury related at all. All right, Hova. So hopefully that's it. Why did he flame out in New England? Again, guys, it's all about fits. I don't think that he was a fit over there. I think this guy would be better suited for a wide 9 than lined up right inside. He's got a really good spin move, but it's hard to get a spin move off when you're lined up right over the tackle or right over his shoulder. Get that guy out in some space so when he spins inside or out, he's not clogging up somebody's lane or running into a defensive tackle or anything like that. I think that can bode well for him. Terradome, you are correct. The Niners are rumored to be signing Cleveland Farrell. So, yep, we went over that also earlier. So we'll see what happens. We will absolutely see what happens. All right. This is Kyle Shanahan's phone call. I hope I downloaded the right one. I really hope I downloaded the right one. But this is Coach Shanahan, the phone call here. So this is, I think this is the one from yesterday. So I'm going to hit play and make sure that this is not the one from the post-game show. All right. So this is it. His media call, 5, 4, 3, 2, action. Can you guys hear that?
All right, guys, injuries from yesterday. Sam Moe with an ankle, he'll be day-to-day. Jordan Elliott, ankle, day-to-day. D. Winters, knee, day-to-day. Alfred Collins, shoulder, day-to-day. And Mac Jones, knee contusion, day-to-day. Go ahead, guys.
Don't everybody go at once.
Kyle, do you know if you guys are going to open the window for Brandon tomorrow or Wednesday?
Yeah, Ben Bartz, we're expecting to open up his window on Wednesday, and that's it.
All right, so that was a good question. Are you guys opening up Brandon Ayuk's practice window? No, but Ben Bartz, yes. All right. Oh, the Niners also signed, damn it, I forgot to tell you guys. The Niners also signed the offensive lineman, Dillard, Andre Dillard. They signed Dillard also. I should have said that at the top of the show. So tackle is back in the mix, a guy that they like coming out of the draft. They were determined to get this guy. They signed him last year. He went like right to IR or something crazy like that. And then now he's back. So shout out to Andre Dillard.
Kyle, are you any closer to getting Ricky Pearsall back on the field?
I hope so. I'm sure he's doing better this week than last week, but still haven't been told that he'll for sure be back. We'll have to evaluate that when we get to Wednesday.
And same thing for Brock. How is he doing? Do you expect him, or is it a long shot for him to play in New York?
I think it's too early to say. I don't think it's a long shot, but I know he's doing better. And we'll see how he's doing Wednesday. Hopefully, if he's doing good, he'll get in some reps.
Kyle, you've said in the past that you don't usually take playing surface into account when it comes to having a guy being ready or not. Does that hold true for Brock in MetLife?
Jesus
yes.
Christ.
Kyle, before you left on Friday, you'd said that there was a chance that Brandon would have the window open. Was there just a feeling that he's just not ready yet, or what kind of feedback have you gotten about that?
No, I think it's week to week from here on out that he's got a chance. I think it would have surprised me if it was this week, but that was just me saying that every week. I think he's getting closer to having a chance. Just not this week.
Can you guys hear this, Kyle Presser? You guys hear that, right? Just give me a thumbs up in the chat.
When D. Winters left the game, a lot of us expected that Nick Martin would come in. Where is Nick in that pecking order? And if D couldn't go against the Giants, would Nick be in the mix?
He's behind Curtis in that pecking order. If he couldn't go versus the Giants, it depends on how these 3 practices go. So he's gotten a lot more opportunities, being able to be up for game week these last 2 weeks. He's done real good on special teams. So I think he's coming along fine.
Thank you, Ronnie, for letting me know.
If D can't practice, that we'll see how he does in these 3 days.
Kyle, Mac Jones was saying after the game, he was saying I can live with post snap mistakes. Like if there's a drop or I don't throw a good pass, but if I'm not looking in the right spot or people running the wrong routes, then you got no chance. Were there a lot of instances of, mental errors against Houston, or was it mostly just getting beat physically?
See, I didn't hear.
No, I think there was definitely mental errors. I don't think not a lot more than usual or anything like that, but in that type of game, every single play was a huge deal, just with the lack of number of plays and stuff like that. So I think any mistakes that were made were extremely magnified.
Interesting.
Kyle, how did you feel like everybody on defenses, their effort to the ball was after looking at the film?
I thought their effort to the ball was good.
Where did you feel like the breakdowns were on defense?
A number of them. I mean, dropped a guy in man coverage on that 50-yard check down. Can't hug up on the quarterback. Got to stay under guy in man. And a number of our pressures, they just didn't get home. He got it out quick on I want to say, completed about 5 slants in the game. Their 30-yard touchdown, he just beat man coverage. It was just a one-on-one route and beat the guy on one-on-one and then ran away from him. So those would be the biggest ones with the explosives, I believe.
I can't believe you didn't say tackling. Like, that would have been the top of my list. The missed tackles were crazy in this game. Absolutely crazy. I started watching it and got mad and turned it off. Is that it?
Anybody there?
Anything else?
Kyle, how is Jawan Jennings' health? I know he's kind of battled through a lot of injuries this year, but where is he at now? Is it affecting him still on the field?
Yeah, I mean, Juwan's been banged up all year, so I think he's better now than he was 2 weeks ago. But by no means is he 100%. He's still dealing with an ankle. Those ribs linger for a while. His shoulder also, but probably more the ankle than anything. But he's getting better each week. I don't think he had a setback yesterday, none that I've heard. But he's been battling every week to get out there.
As far as Gibson, does his elevations reset after you guys released him and then we signed him to the practice squad?
Good question here.
Is he out of elevations at this point?
No, he's out of elevations.
Trevis Gibson was signed from the 49ers practice squad to the Carolina Panthers. So that's the other person. Remember I said I think there was somebody else that we lost or whatever? That's who it was, Trevis Gibson. So here's the thing, right? You had Trevis Gibson and Beal, and you were going back and forth. One guy's better against the pass. One guy's better against the rush, and blah, 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 blah. Boom. Insert Keion White. No need to go back and forth with which one. This guy can do both. That's the name that I was trying to think about. I was like, I knew there was some other news that I was supposed to be telling you guys also. Trevis Gibson is gone. He signed to the Panthers. He signed. He's gone. So there's that.
Well, he's been a pretty key member of the defense in recent weeks. How are you guys going to handle that defensive end spot?
What happens when you have 7 injured guys who aren't on IR not playing, or 6, I think it was last week. So hopefully you get some of those back, and if you don't, you got to figure out how to get them up and cost someone else a job. So that's kind of what we're dealing with every week here, with just the number of guys that are hurt who aren't on IR becomes a roster issue. But that's kind of the stuff we try to see and how it plays out with these guys we're waiting on who are day-to-day.
Are both Jake Brendel and Bryce Huff likely to be out this week again?
Yes. I'm not guaranteeing it yet, but pretty unlikely.
They better not rush Huff back.
Marcus Robinson, just what have you seen from him since he's been back, and how much did missing those first 3 games kind of affect what he's been able to do?
Yeah, I thought it took him a little bit just to get back to where he was at the end of training camp. So just, being away for that long, it definitely set him back some, but I do think he's getting back there. I thought he did some good things yesterday.
You guys good? All right.
And it sounds like they're done.
No more? You guys good? All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
All right. See you Wednesday.
Okay. So that's it right there, man. That was Kyle Shanahan's after-action report. And that's important because, he goes to the podium after the game and it's like, oh, this is what I think happened. And then you get a chance to really, talk to the guys. They get to go home. They get to get scanned and all that stuff. And they put them through the little and then they get the report and you find out a little bit more. So a lot of guys day-to-day, no one out long-term, it sounds like. So that's a good thing. We got to see how it all plays out, man. We got to see how it all plays out. The Niners have a chance to beat the Giants, and this is not the preview show or anything like that. That'll be coming later on this week. The Niners do have a chance to beat the Giants, and injuries. The NFL has to figure something out. We're supposed to be getting faster and stronger and smarter and better and protecting the players more. And I'm not kidding. I can't recall so many superstars being injured like they have in these last 2 seasons. These last 2 seasons have been detrimental for superstars. I'm not just talking about the Niners either. I mean, we are by far and away, like this logo here should be a wheelchair. Like this should be a wheelchair here, and I wouldn't be mad at that at all, right? Like it's justified. We are by far and away the most hurt team. There's a stat. It showed up in Sunday's game on national TV, right? Like 2,700 and something games missed in total since 2017. Like, dude, what the are you
fucking kidding me?
Right? But it's not just the Niners. Think about how many superstars, how many star quarterbacks. When's the last time that the league had like 2 superstar quarterbacks out at the same time? And I'm not talking about Brock Purdy. I'm not talking about Brock Purdy either, right? Like you got Joe Burrow, who is like a darling, a quarterback darling. Like they love Joe Burrow, right? Like look at what he's been going through, right? These guys are dropping like flies in the NFL, and it's at all positions, all of them, right? Look at the quarterback positions, superstar wide receivers. Like they're all getting hurt. Running backs, right? Like this is the NFL. Something is going on out there. I don't know what it is, but they're getting worse. The injuries are getting worse, and they're lasting longer, the recovery times, right? Somebody out there tell me what the fuck is Ricky Pearsall's injury? How long has Ricky Pearsall been out? Anybody out there know? Here, let's Google. Let's Google. Let's see. Because I feel like Ricky Pearsall's missed at least 3 weeks now. Ricky Pearsall's last game was September 28th. Kyle said he's not playing this week either. Kyle said he's not playing this week either. So that means that Pearsall will have missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. 5 games. They didn't put him on IR. They didn't put him on IR. They rushed Brock Purdy back. How many games has he missed? He came back against Jacksonville and hasn't come back yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kyle says a stretch for that's 5 games. Then put him on IR. We're just holding roster spots for these guys instead of bumping them down and just grabbing guys from around the league that we could actually use, right? Like we just have these guys just sitting and taking up roster spots. And this is a team that I typically pride on master manipulation of the roster and all, right? Like that's normally how it goes. No, not right now. Now we're just being boneheaded and stubborn. Now we're just like, yeah, no, not us, not Brock. He's made of the right stuff. Not Pearsall. He's made of the right stuff. We're just going to leave these guys here. What is this medical team doing? How are they assessing these injuries that they can't tell that this guy is going to be out for at least 3 weeks, and they say, hey, let's put him on IR? We're really, really beat up along the defensive line. Let's just start boiling a big bowl of pasta and throw them up against the refrigerator to see who sticks. Why aren't they doing that? We're losing offensive linemen left and right. They benched Connor Colby in this game. No one talked about it. He came in and out of the lineup. They were like, hey, dude, get your head out your ass. I understand you're a rookie, but, dude, please. We couldn't afford to bring in more offensive linemen. Oh, that's right. We did sign another offensive lineman today, right? We did sign another offensive lineman. They could use the roster spots. Now it's too late. Now they're too close to being back, and so now you're just stuck. If it takes them another 3 weeks, now you can't put them on IR. They're here now. They're here. So I just don't get it. I don't understand what they're doing here. And there's plenty of opportunities for them to have done this. It makes no sense. Anyway, we got our first super chat of the day. My man is always makes me laugh. I start getting turned up and he comes in and he calms me down. This is therapy for me. I appreciate it, man. We got our first super chat of the day. Here it is right here by my man Sean. Pearsall is allergic to grass and chalk. Career ending. So, yeah, like, I mean, I just don't know. I don't know. Terradome is siding with you there. He said, I told you about those Florida guys. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, what was his? Was it a knee? Was it a thigh, an ankle, a wrist? Nick Mangold passed? Wow. Wait, what happened? What happened to Nick Mangold? That's this. Did you guys hear about Doug Martin? Dude, what the hell happened to Nick Mangold? Oh, kidney disease. Oh, man, this dude is my age. Oh, man. That is terrible. Oh, God. Sorry to hear that, man. Rest in peace to those guys. Rest in peace to both of them. Terradome, thanks for putting that in the chat. And I'm not saying that like to be, like I sincerely mean it. Like, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Go out there, get your blood work done, ladies and gentlemen. Just check, get that blood work done. Get those cell counts done. All right? Let them know, doctors can tell a lot just by your cell counts. And they can say, all right, we got to do some more digging in. So make sure you guys go out there and get it done. We just lost our neighbor. He passed away on Sunday from cancer. So, it's rough times, man. It's rough times. Again, that's why I run to football. That's why I cling to football. That's why I come here and I get so passionate. It's my release. I tell you guys that this is therapy for me. I come in here to vent. I come in here to be distracted from the struggles and the perils of the real world. This is my getaway right here, sitting here talking to you guys. And so when I get long-winded and people always say, why do you do these long shows? And every Nothing But Niner show I've ever seen is 1 or 2 hours minimum. Like, what are you doing? And it's, hey, let me escape. This is my escape. I spend time with my babies. I work, and then I work some more, and I spend time with you guys. All right? Because there's a lot going on in the real world, and I don't always want to be around it. So this is where I come to get away. So, guys, go out there. Be good to someone else out there. Find someone kind. Do something kind for someone that's not kind. Maybe you can change their lives with an act of kindness yourself. All right? Guys, I'm looking forward to breaking some things down this week. All right? I sincerely hope that you all have a fantastic week. I have a guy coming to take a look at my furnace on Friday, and as long as the bill isn't too much, I will be at that Giants game on Sunday. Rain, hail, sleet, snow, no weather condition, not going to make me go. All right? So I'm going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm bringing sage. I've been begging. I bet y'all $20 Wayne didn't bring sage. And I asked him to. I said, hey, Wayne, hey, bro, you going to the game in Houston? Yeah. Can you bring some sage? We need it. I'm bringing sage. If I go to this game, I'm bringing sage. I'm telling y'all now. I'm going to the John Chapman meetup the night before. Going to be a lot of fun. Big jersey. Y'all know what it is already. Okay? I'm going. Make sure y'all are there as well. Okay? Make sure you're all there. If you're in the tri-state area, try to make your way up here. Shout out to some people. I don't want to put nobody's business out there, but I know some people coming from a couple states away, man. Let's go. Let's have a good time. Let's meet up. Huh? Let's go. Come on now. Let's go. Let's get ready, man. Let's get ready. But bring some positive energy, some good vibes, man. Some good vibes. Papa John, I see you, man. Better Ingredients. I'm going to stop there because I work there, so I don't want to say nothing else. All right? I got my little check for their lawsuit. I got my 96-cent check for that class action lawsuit. All right? Coming in from D.C., Trey area. I see you. Okay, let's go, man. Let's go. Cedar is burned to rid the area of unwanted spiritual energy. I like burning cedar chips in my my fireplace because I like the way it smells, or my fire pits. I I love the way cedar wood's. I'll burn some cedar out there. I'll bring a little hibachi joint. I'm telling y'all, I'm burning something at this stadium for the 49ers. I might have to do a prayer circle or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So listen, go to John Chapman's channel. All right, go to 49ers Rush. Here, I'll put the link in there. Actually, I'll put it in there for you. All right. Here you go. The 49ersrush.com. The 49ersrush.com, guys. All right. Let me see here. No. Come on. Let me make sure I got everything going the right way here for you guys. All right. Let me make sure he's got it posted on his 49ers. All right, here we go. So if you're looking for the actual game, I apologize, where the meetup is going to be, that's what the question was. You want to do the 49ers Rush road trip. So let me do it. 49ers Rush road trip.com. All right, that's it right there. Tickets now available. Click here for tickets. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Giant Invasion Rush Day before the Giants game. All right, so this is going to be on Saturday, November 1st at 4 p.m. All right. The Ainsworth in Hoboken, New Jersey. All right, make sure you guys go and get your tickets. I will actually post this in the chat. Shout out to my man, John Chapman here. All right, here's your link, ladies and gentlemen. Bada boom, bada bing, a bang, a bang. Be there. I'm going to be there. Come out there. Come see your boy. Holla at me. Come show some love, man. Come on. The one says I'll be burning something too. All right. Now that's different. That's different. All right. But listen, man, all jokes aside, we have to do something to get this bad. It's less about the energy and more about the injuries for me. So if I could find out what I can burn, you know what? Let's Google together, guys. Let's Google right now. What should I burn to prevent injuries? This would be like a tradition. What's the word I'm looking for? No. This is telling me about what to put on burns and injuries. See, I hate that they don't answer my question. All right. What is it called? Like there's a word for it. Like not a tradition, not a oh my God. The Bible says to burn oil. You burn oil for what? Lamp to see. I was going to bring some sage and burn it in the parking lot. What is it called? It's not a tradition. It's a blank, not a heritage, not tradition. What are they called? Do you have any game like ritual? Oh, rituals. All right. What can I burn in a ritual to prevent injuries? Okay, here we go. Let's see. What are some ritual spells, witchcraft? Oh, that's you going a little bit too far there. Protection candle spell. Cleanse this candle, remove its past. Fill this space with joy, love, and light. Oh, let me stop reading stuff out loud. All right, I'm going to find out what I'm supposed to burn. And I'm going to be at this tailgate bright and early. I plan on going there at like 8, 9 in the morning, okay? I want to go there 8 or 9 in the morning. The gates open at 11. All right, but I'm going to be in that parking lot really, really pimping. Really, really pimping, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm hoping to run into some of you guys out there. We can go, we can take pictures, we can make videos, whatever it is that you guys want to do. Please come out and have some fun. Again, shout out to my guy, John Chapman. I'm going to be there. All right. Does this bad juju come from those 2 guys that passed away during the construction of Levi's? I don't know anything about this. And I would hope not. I've got family members that died during the construction of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, and I've never had any injuries while I drove over it, and we go over that thing 3 times a year. So I hope that's not it. All right. So that's it, man. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for rocking with me, man. We finally crossed the hour mark. All right. Extra virgin olive oil. Oh, boy. Oh, he says, but burning sage is rooted in witchcraft. I thought that was like a Native American thing. I thought burning sage was Native American. Let's see. Witchcraft or Native American ritual. Drum roll, please. Burning age or smudging is a spiritual practice with roots in Native American ritual for purification. Yeah, see, that's what my family's got heavy Native, never mind. But it's also been adopted by various cultures, including modern witchcraft and New Age practices. So, okay, this is going to be one of those things about what do you believe in, that's all. It's like Halloween, right? There's a lot of people out there, oh, it's the devil's holiday, and I'm not letting my children celebrate that and all that. My children don't think about the devil when they think about Halloween. And for all those old heads out there that say, oh, well, what is it? What do you see on Halloween? All you see are devils and ghouls and goblins and warlocks, and witch. I don't see those costumes. I've been out. I've seen more Eminem costumes than I've seen witches. I'm sorry. I'm telling you guys the truth. I don't know if I have ever seen a devil costume on Halloween. I don't. I'm not trying to be funny at all. I'm not trying to be dismissive. You guys got to rock with your beliefs. Make sure you're doing everything for the right reasons, though. Okay? Make sure you're doing everything for the right reasons. So I will get some sage and dip it in some extra virgin olive oil, and I will be burning that bad boy in the parking lot. And we are gonna do what we got to do. If I got to take a jersey and burn it with it, I'd probably get arrested if I did that, though. So I don't want to do all that. But I'm telling you guys, I'm going to have 49ers injuries on a piece of paper. That's another thing, too. You're supposed to, like, burn stuff, like, write something down and burn it and, like, to rid yourself of it. I'm going to put 49ers injuries on a piece of paper and light it with the sage and let that dwindle up into the air. We are going to get this thing done, okay? We're going to get this thing done. All right. That's it. I got to go. Love you guys. Y'all be safe out there. This has been a great episode. Shout out to you all in the chat for sticking with me and rocking with me for my shenanigans and being a part of the show, by the way. You guys are an excellent part of the show. So I sincerely appreciate you guys. Thank you all very, very much, okay? All right, we're going to get out of here, man. Y'all know the saying. Say it with me now, loud and clear. Ready? Here we go. Prepare for glory, anticipate pain, but always remain faithful. Peace.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, them nothing but Niners. Nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners.